Give her time. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. This is August 20th, 2025, the Lee County Board of County Commissioners zoning hearing. Cecil Pendergrass, Vice Chairman. I'll be chairing the meeting today. Commissioner Wayne and Commissioner Greenwell had prior engagements, so they're not here today. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Staff, you'd like to present the first case?
Good morning, Commissioners. There are two cases before you this morning, but they are companion to one another. So the first case is a development of regional impact. It is DRI 2024-00001. The applicant is requesting to revise the entitlements on the DRI to 4,400 dwelling units, 374,161 square feet of office uses, 153,000 square feet of retail uses, 982 hotel rooms, 76 golf holes, and to retain the existing approvals for the marina slips, the wet and dry marina slips. It's a bad map, but outlined in red is the DRI. So it covers three different jurisdictions. So you have the city of Bonita Springs, you have the villages of Estero, and you also have unincorporated Lee County. Let me get that out of there. So this is what you're going to be hearing next. That's the DCI. I just wanted to make that clear that these units are covering 4,400 units to the whole DRI. So this is what it looks like. So currently right now, the DRI is approved for 3,912 units. They want to go to 4,400 units. The difference is 488. The commercial retail is going to 300,000 square feet. Or I'm sorry, is currently at 300,000 square feet, and it's going to 153,000 square feet with the difference of 147,000 square feet. And the office uses are going from 475,000 square feet to 374,161 square feet with the difference of 100,839 square feet. The hotels are changing from 750 hotel rooms to 982 hotel rooms with the difference of 232. The golf holes are going from 77 holes to 76, so they're reducing it by one golf hole.
The number 19th hole they're losing.
I was trying to figure out where that went.
I'm glad you broke this down like this because I want, in case somebody's watching home, they're thinking, oh my goodness, there's 44 no units coming on Coconut Road. That's not true. Those units are already existing now, as we see here, and there's a reduction in commercial element.
Correct. So what I showed in the notes underneath is the total DRI square, the whole acreage is 2,740.70. Of that, 1,217.9 acres is located in unincorporated Lee County. Everything else is in the city of Bonita Springs or in the villages of Estero. So the transportation, because of the entitlement changes, the units went up. The commercial retail is coming down, and so is the office use, and then the hotels are going up. That all offsets each other in the traffic impact statement. Mm-hmm. So there's no negative effects on the transportation.
So if they had built the more intense uses they were allowed without any of this being changed, traffic could have potentially been worse.
Correct, and during the review of this, we did look at the TIS for the overall, for the DRI, compared to what we did on the zoning, which you're going to hear next. So there's a different interpretation of like what we do for a DRI, because it's the whole thing, that huge map.
Sure.
And then the DCI is smaller, so.
And I appreciate Commissioner bringing that up. When I first saw this, I saw 4,400 units proposed, and you could misinterpret that. It took a minute to bring that back to what was actually before
Yes,
us.
of course, yes. That's why I put this up here so you can see the difference.
But the lower intensity and the less traffic count, I think, is important to know.
Correct, correct. So this chart I just put up here because I wanted you to see the total approved per the DRI currently, and then the differences on the last column. Mm-hmm. And then I have the MPD, the mixed use plan development in there and what it's doing, and then their entitlements. This is a graph that the applicant provided during the review so that we could see what was currently entitled to the zoning application, what the difference was that they needed, give the why behind the 488 dwelling units. And then you can see the offset for the office and the retail and the restaurant and the golf, and how the marina uses aren't changing. So this just kind of gives you the lay of the land of the DRI for the different jurisdictions and then unincorporated Lee County to what is happening in the different jurisdictions to get to the 4,400 dwelling units. So there's the thing about this DRI is it's almost all the way built out. So what this action does is it increases the density and the changes you saw, but it also gives a new built out date. So they have time to build out, and we're almost at built out on this thing. Typically on DRIs, we'll do a recension because DRIs really aren't used that much anymore. But with this thing, it's so far down the road. It was approved in 1994. So we've been doing changes throughout. And it's important to note that the 4,400 dwelling units that they're asking for has always been the cap throughout the changes of fluctuation through the DRI changes since 1994. It's never been above 4,400. And I just put this in here, we don't have to talk about it, it's the chronological changes that have happened since 1990. And then that is it. The applicant is here. This is a vote, or open to public comment, and I need this to move forward with the zoning case. So, thank you.
Would the applicant wish to address the board? Any questions from the board at this time before we make a motion?
I don't need to if you don't want me to.
It's up to you. Do you need to
Real
address?
quick, Rich Jovanovich, on behalf of the applicant, we're here to answer any questions you may have. Obviously, your staff just did a fabulous job explaining everything. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Any public comment on this?
We're ready for a motion?
Come back to the board.
I would be proud to support this. This is in my district, and I'd like to make the motion to approve.
We have a motion and a second.
I'll second it.
Second. Any objection? No objection. Motion carries. Next case, please.
Okay, so the next case is the zoning, the companion zoning. The applicant is requesting to rezone 430 acres from what is currently residential plan development and commercial plan development / residential plan development to a mixed-use plan development. And what the applicant is requesting to do is to build 729 dwelling units. Those consist of 100 single-family, 629 multifamily, and then the 25,000 square feet of office use, the 27 golf holes, and the 318 hotel rooms with on-site recreation and accessory uses. This is the extent of the DCI. It is the northernmost portion of that DRI, as I pointed out in that presentation. Really what the applicant is doing is filling in the areas that are already cleared. So this is in the wetlands, outlying suburban and suburban future land use category. Like I said, it is zoned RPD and CPD. CPD is at the southernmost point. And this is what they're proposing to do, which is the same kind of graph that I showed previously. There's no changes. There's no wet slips or dry slips in this because it's landlocked. So this is what they're proposing to do. And then this is the master concept plan. So basically the preserves are already set. The indigenous is already set. The changes that are happening are just the entitlements and the look of the entitlements. The height is going up on the northern point for high rises. And there's multifamily and single family. And then the MU tract at the bottom is the mixed use. So that's going to be the offices. And I think there were three participants of record on this. The hearing examiner voted she recommended approval, and the applicant is here if you have any questions for the applicant as well.
Thank you. Any questions for the applicant at this time? No? Okay. Go ahead and call public comment. Ann Creamer. Bernard Creamer. Edward Lozali. Okay, we'll come back to the board.
If I may, I'd like to make a motion to approve.
And I'll second that. Any objection, questions, discussion? I just want to say, I do want to address, though, I think the public comment, what people are concerned about is the Coconut Road. I talked about this publicly last year a lot. Coconut Road is over a half-mile road, but the problem is that the road is, the county owns about 20% of it. The Village of Sterling and Benita has the other. It's a nightmare trying to get all three entities together. I've said it publicly last year, and hopefully we can get all three government agencies together to do improvements there, because this area is a gem of South Lee County with the Hyatt there, now with the Ritz-Carlton residences. We're going to have to address that sooner or later, and hopefully, my suggestion was the Village of Sterling and Bonita, just for road-wise, just donate it back to the county and let us take over the road, but we'll be done with another discussion to do that. Or maybe the Bonita can just take the whole road altogether, do the road, or the village. One of them, it's better to have one entity doing it, just have three different entities trying to decide on how big the sidewalks are and the grass and the plants. So again, thank you. We have a motion, a second. Any other discussion? Any objection? No objection. Motion carries. Thank you. We are adjourned.